Okay, now the minimum and maximum function in SQL. The minimum function returns the smallest value of the column of the selected column, and similarly the maximum function will return you the largest value of the selected column. If in a column there is some smallest or largest value, you can use a minimum and maximum function for it. Suppose here the syntax: select minimum and then a column name from which you want a minimum value, from the table name where condition is. Okay, so you will have a certain condition in a certain column from a certain table, so this will result you a minimum value, right? And here is the max. If you want to select a maximum, right, maximum value in a column. So if a column is having some values and you want to find out the largest one upon a certain condition, you can use these are some mathematical functions you can use in your database. Okay, we will do practice over it in a while. Suppose here you can see the price column, and if you use the minimum or maximum on this, so it will give you the result. Let's see, look at this. Select minimum price is smallest price, right, from product. Now the from product table, in the price column, minimum is selected and that is replace that is placed in the smallest price. Okay, we will do it in a while, right? So here are some other functions. Let's see: count, average, and sum functions. These are the mathematical functions which are used for some purpose. Look at this. What is the task? Count function returns the number of rows that matches a specified criterion. Okay, if you have given a certain condition in a where class and you want to know that how many rows specifying is matching the criteria, so count function will return you the count of those rows. Okay, the average function returns the average value of a numeric column. It will first calculate the average and then return. And the sum function will return the total sum of the numeric column. Here, look at this. Here, select count and then a column name from table name where condition. Here is the syntax for the average. Here you can see average, the average, select average and then a column name from the table where condition. It will give you the average for a specified column. And the sum, okay, the select sum, and if you have been specified a column name, so it will give you, keep in mind that these the column must be numeric fields. Okay, so here select sum and column name. It will add all the values within the column sum, right, which upon a certain condition. Okay, I hope you will understand this. Okay, now we will have practice on these in a while, right? Here is SQL like operator. Now look at this. What is like operator use? The like operator is used in a where class to search for a specified pattern in a column, right? If you have been given some pattern and you want to search it, right, there are two wildcards often used in conjunction with the like operator: percent and this is underscore. The percent sign represents 0, 1 or multiple characters, and the underscore represent a single character. Here in MS Access use is an asterisk instead of the percent sign. It is a wildcard, and a question mark instead of a here underscore. Underscore is for characters. Okay, look at the like sentence. Select now column 1, column 2 and so on from the table where column n like and then a pattern. If you have mentioned some pattern, it will check in a column n for that pattern and then will select the columns on that criterion. Okay, you can also combine any number of condition using and or operators. Okay, now with the like, you can see, look at this, where customer name like a person. What does it mean? It will find any values that start with the a, and then after a it could be anything. Where customer name like person a means if it ends with the, find any value that ends with a, right? And if we like say where customer name is percent or percent, it means find any value that have or in any position, right? Or in any position. So in a column, if a customer name is having or at any position, find all those records with all such names. Here where customer name is underscore r percent, now find any value that have r in the second position, right? Okay, where customer name is like a underscore and then percent. What does it mean? Find any value that start with a and are at least 2 characters in length. At least, look, first will start with a and then it must followed by a certain character, right? And after that any character can exist, but its length will be at least 2. You have been mentioned 2 characters, underscore is for the character. Now here customer name is like a and then you can see double underscore and then person. Here at least your character will start, your value will start with the letter a, and at least 3 characters are in length. Here 2 underscore signs, a and then 2 other characters and then person shows any character. Okay, where contact name is like a person o, here it must start from a and then ends with o, right? So these are some wild cards are like operators you can use with certain in our example in the SQL database. Here are some more wildcards or wild characters. A wild character is used to substitute one or more character in a string. Wild characters are used with the SQL like operator. Okay? The like operator is used here. We have been used some symbols here. These are the wild characters. Steric represent 0 or more characters in a MS Access. Question mark represent a single character, and then this represent the single character within the brackets. Here you can see. Okay, it will find hot and hat but not hit. Okay, a, it will find all those with o or a, and nut represent the character not in the brackets. For example, show all the words which don't have o or a. Finds hit but not hot and hat, right? Now this represent a range. We see that it could start from a and b, so you can find Kate and CBT as well. Here is the range, right? Hash represent a single numeric character. So these are different kinds of wildcard which you can use in MS Access. In SQL Server, here are some wildcards. Percent represents 0 or more characters, underscore a single character, and square brackets represent a character within the brackets as in MS Access. This caret symbol represent any character not in the bracket, just like a not. okay, it is performing like